I'm a little bit late on all these little gadgets, but as we're sort of planning to build this massive ultimate bench, which is 3.6 meters long by 1.6, and I'm revamping the workshop, ceiling, floor, lots of all different stuff. I've been shopping online, and I've just been coming across all these little bits and pieces, which I thought, okay, well, let's just buy them and see what they do. So I've got this Kreg concealed hinge jig kit, because obviously we generally just use a power drill, come in from the edge a certain distance to the center generally, which is, what was that?
22 mil.
22 mil, which gives us what, about 4 mil, 4 mil starts, which works with our hinges, which are mainly the GTVs, sometimes the Blum. So we're just trying out this concealed hinge jig kit now, and thought we'll do an unboxing, because it's a lovely box to undo. Look at this beautiful box. Do you want to undo it? Oh, it's like Christmas. I'll do it slowly, Sean. No joking. Faster, John, come on. Time is money in this business. Hope there's no instructions on the back. Literally arrived this morning, and you know, I have watched a few YouTube videos on these, the actual Kreg website video on this, and it looks pretty decent, just to do repetitive drill holes. One thing it doesn't have is an extraction port. I guess you can't expect too much for your money, which is around 30 quid. I'll leave a link in my description below. So what we've got is a little kit here. I guess that just swivels. Does that spin? Oh no, is that sort of like where the shaft lives? In there. Shaft lives in there, and then it just spins on that and keeps it absolutely. Is there any play in that? Have a little feel, see if there's any play left and right. Left and right. Is there any play? A little bit of play, isn't there?
Yeah.
I suppose only time will tell. And you got these little notches here at the back where you turn, it'll butt up against your door to give you the margins, and you just turn these to whatever gap. Look, we've got 5 and 5. I guess we need 3 here, don't we?
Yeah.
We turn that so the 3 hits the little line, and that should, in theory, give us, what have we got?
4 mil.
4, and that's what works for us. Okay, well, we'll put that to 4. Do you want to try it? Should be one little click. There we go. Oh, nice sound of a click. It clicks perfectly into position, so you know it's exactly right. So there we go. I'm guessing that when you put that in and your cutter's in, it gives you a nice 4 mil margin from, what's this cap? Take that cap off. This is what happens when you make a video without preparing. Just turns up, get the camera out. Not even the camera, the phone. Phones nowadays got amazing cameras. That's a 32 mil, a 35 mil, isn't it? Yeah, so basically what this jig is doing is allowing you to pre-drill every hinge with a 4 mil gap from the start of the cutter to the edge of the door, which is what we work on. And you know, there's all types of hinges out there, and which have specs on the hinges, like different plate sizes and different hinge sizes. But because we're going for the GTVs, we generally have a 4 mil gap between the start of the door and the start of the hinge. And that, like I said, that is generally a 23 mil from the edge of the door to the center of the hinge, or the tip of the actual drill bit itself. These drill bits are a 35 mil hinge cutter drill bit, and you can buy these anywhere. If you're buying this kit, like you can see, it comes with one. I do get, I'm sure they supply you with a decent one here. We'll give it a go on some scrap. But if you are buying one separately, just make sure that you buy a nice tungsten one with a good sharp blade. I've bought cheap ones before, and they are naff. They mash up your hole, give you a crappy hole. So spend 20-30 quid on a decent cutter, but you can always get them sharpened. All right, going back to the actual jig. We've got a little collar here, Sean. So I'm guessing this would go in your jig first. How does this work?
That's your stopper.
Yeah. So we need to know how far down this cutter wants to be, which is, well, I suppose then you just put a collar. Oh, right, yeah, you put the collar back. It actually stops on the top of this hinge cutter here, by the looks of it. It's made to fit that perfectly, so it must just literally nip up there, mate. And then you can tweak it. Do you want to nip that up? And we'll start with that depth first. Yep. Not sure if you've noticed the new lights in here. Look how crisp it is. There is a video on this coming. Bit of a spoiler there, but it's a nice little upgrade to your workshop, which when you see that video pop up, make sure you watch it. It's done wonders in this workshop. The difference in lights. So, okay, go and get that scrap bit of wood over there. Is that scrap over there? Get one with cross grain. Yeah, we don't use the cross grain, do we? That's going to probably get turned into a bit of firewood. Okay, stick that there. Again, we've not planned this. We just opened the packet. I can see the principle, how it works. I'm guessing once it's actually in this jig, without actually reading the instructions, because you know us men never do. I'm guessing that just lives in there, and then you just got to put your drill on top of this every time you want to use it. Not too sure. Or this comes away. Ah, this might unscrew. Does that unscrew, mate? Yeah, there we go. Ah, so that can live with your drill, I guess.
Yeah.
So you can plug that onto the drill. All right, we want to get this stopper right. So you've put that all the way down to the bottom of this shaft where it stops, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so get that in the drill. There we go, put it in our top of the range Festal drill. Don't be fooled by the colour. Using the chuck, get it on there and turn it. You might want to put the drill down, mate. Lay the drill down flat, and then just twist it on. It's all off the cuff. I'm guessing that we're going to be learning, but we've literally just opened the box, like I said. And line that edge up. Lift the drill up, so the drill bit's not touching. And we've just pushed up against the edge, yeah? Or you have?
Yeah.
Let me see the side profile. And you can see underneath the little grey feet, the way they stop. Okay, fair enough. And we've got this little ring here. To be honest, from that point to that point, it doesn't look 18 mil at all. That looks about 14 mil, give or take. So that looks, I reckon that's going to be spot on. All right, shall we give it a go?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go for it. Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. I think we could clamp these down as well if we want, eventually. But what have we got? Knock the dust out. There we go, look. That plate is completely flush, so this part of the hinge has been sunk. The main part of this hinge is there to sink this part into the hole. And that is about 12 mil from the bottom of the plate to the underside, and we have that there easily. We haven't gone through. You can see the tip of the hole. Let's see if let's turn it around. Yeah, we've got no hole. We've got no tip that came through. How's that? Do you want to measure that? See what we've got. See if we've got what it says, 4 mil.
Yep, 4 mil.
4 mil. Shall we do one more and see if we get repetitive cuts? Right, we've got this now. We've got all that. Maybe you can hold the jig and just spin it and get that crap out. Look like no bit of finger in there.
I did.
Okay. Yeah, look at this. All right. How do we get that out then? Maybe we just can we unclip it? But that defeats the object then, doesn't it? I reckon you could just put it back on, mate. Put it back on the hole stoppers, and it'll just clean itself out, surely, no? Yeah. Again, trial and error. Clean it out, that's it. Here we're hitting the bottom. Alright, by the looks of it, we need to clean this out every time. Yeah, it's getting caked up, so it's not going all the way down. Look what's happening. Let's unplug it when we're fiddling around. Check the trigger first, mate. Make sure it doesn't. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so it's all trial and error. Okay, is this what we need to do every time? Is this why they've made it quick release? It does get bunged up a bit, doesn't it? Because if it does this every time, then it's not really speeding us up, is it? I mean, it might give us multiple cuts in exactly the spot on place that we need it to be. And you can see here when you, especially what this jig is doing is keeping the drill bit level as well. You can see where Sean has gone a little bit wonky. It's cut some on one side and is out of level there, maybe because it was clogged up. Oh, there we go. Easy enough. Clamp the workpiece down, good idea. Go for it. All right, so it's a nice crisp hole. It's a decent cutter. How does it feel like it's biting? Is it cutting through nice? What do you feel like?
Feels nice and crisp.
Well, yeah, look at that hole. It's literally, probably, it looks CNC cut. That's how crisp this is. This cutter that they give you seems to be nice and sharp. The margin, what have we got margin wise? Right, there's first margin there. There's second margin. So they look pretty good. Let's do the tape measure test to see if there's any movement. What have we got?
Yeah, 4 mil.
4 mil. Well, we've already measured that one. That was 4 mil as well.
Yeah.
Stopper obviously seems to be working. We've got that collar there, which every time it pushes in, it hits up against the jig. You draw a square line across there, Sean, as in where we need to start our hinge. So maybe before we start, we need to have a line striked across. I guess we have to do that anyway, don't we? Well, we have a line at least there when we start our hinges.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, well, it's whether we can see through that jig before we start drilling is the main thing. Because I don't know if on the template it's got any lines. Yeah, maybe that 0 is what we're going by. So overall, what do you think? I mean, I know we didn't clamp it. Do you feel like it was good? How tough was it? Did it feel like it's cutting crisply or your honest opinion?
Yeah, I think it was cutting crisp.
Yeah?
But yeah, I think it needs clamping down instead of holding it down.
Because you're trying to hold the drill and hold the jig at the same time. I saw you slightly struggle pushing it down as it's... Yeah. You know, when you're drilling without holding this and you're drilling normally, as we do, freehand, you've got both hands on the drill, haven't you? Yeah. And it's sort of like putting your body weight onto it. So it's giving you more control, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, so, okay. In front of the viewers, let's see how easy it is to clean out this tip. Do you need to take this part off to clean it out, or can you literally clean it out once it's together? Because obviously that is the slow part. Plunging it up and down doesn't get rid of it. No, you need to be poking it through the holes, wouldn't you? Yeah. We're drilling out on birch ply here, which generally is the better material to drill because it just comes away as nice wood chips as such, like this. MDF goes fluffy, so I'm not too sure. Shall we try a little bit of MDF? All right, well, we've got a little bit of scrap here. Now we're going to try, let's get rid of this. Let's try it on MDF because everyone knows probably who's in the game, when you're drilling out MDF, it can clog up on you, and that is the bit that pees you off. Right, so the boss has got to have a go, obviously, before the video is up. And I want to actually see and give you my opinion, because I've seen Sean use it. I haven't actually used it. So, okay, let's draw a line on. Let's start with the line. Uno, lino, hero. God, so many languages. I'm bilingual. Got my line. Well, I'm using the line on the 0. See if that works. Yeah. There we go. I've got my drill lifted up, so it's not touching. I've put the 0 on the line here. There's the 0 on my marked line, which is my hinge line. Lifting the drill up. There is a tiny bit of play. I'm not going to lie on that. Let's see what happens. Get it started. Just nice firm up and down. Yeah. There we go. Just nice firm up and down. How's that? Wow, yeah. So, on the looks of it, we tried just pushing all the way down and letting it do its thing. We tried little mini ones, but I just went for 2 or 3 really hard pushes, cleaning it out every time, like that. So what we're going to do with this, let's see if we can clean this out off the cuff. Right, I'm going to hold this. Maybe this isn't what you should do at home, but let's test it. Okay, so don't try that at home. Maybe just don't need to clean it out. Alright, let's go and try and do another one with crap still in it, okay? Imagine we haven't cleaned that out, because obviously you want to crack on with your work. You don't want to spend 5 minutes retrying and cleaning it out. So, okay, next line. Mate, I think that's alright now. It's getting the right technique for it. Those 2 I just saw, I haven't edited that part of the footage. That one didn't go deep enough. And maybe I could have just gone a little bit deeper on that, but I don't think it's too bad, to be fair. I mean, I'm going to get Sean to actually give it a go for a door or 2, see how he feels with it. Maybe we just got to unclick it. Yeah, maybe that. I mean, hey, look, again. I'm learning off the cuff here. Put that back on. Flick it into position. Oh, right. If I had researched this and I'd done my homework before I started making this video, I probably would have figured all this stuff out, but I'd say it's decent. I say it's decent. Give it a go, try one yourself, see what you think. They're only 30 quid. You never know, you might get along with it. If you're struggling to get the distance right yourself, then this is the jig for you, I think, because you've got the stoppers. Looks like every single hole we drill is spot on from the edge. So that is a good thing, and we have the stopper on it, which stops up against the jig, so that's a good thing. Downside is the dust. So if we can think of a way of cleaning out that dust, whether it's just taking that jig off, cleaning it out, putting it back on, then I think it's probably a game changer. So, yeah, there you go. There's your review. I haven't done one of those very well for a long time, so I hope that's helped. Give us a shout. Leave some questions in the comments bar. Let me know if you've actually got one yourself, any tips that you could give, and maybe I'll put that in another video. But other than that, guys, take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.